welcome back to my channel. My name is Favour Ojika.
This is Beata, and my channel is Issa and Bloom.
Yep, and today we are going to be doing a recap of the Insecure season 4.
Season 4.
If you're wondering what show we're talking about Insecure, and you can catch all episodes on HBO Max. I think new episodes are coming out October 24th on Sunday. So please keep your eyes peeled. Every week. And if you don't watch it, and if you don't watch it, you could always catch up with our channels, and we will just catch you up on basically what the episode was all about. If you like spoilers, but if you don't like spoilers, just watch it and let's still chat regardless. Okay?
Yeah. So essentially, this is gonna be kind of like a little mini series. We're trying to commemorate the last season of Insecure, the final season, the 5th season. So we thought it would be kind of a fun thing of like we just come hang out, just recap some of our thoughts, and just. We want to basically just engage with other people and seeing if, do they have the same viewpoints? Because I feel like the storyline of the show always has great talking points of great conversation starters that are like relevant in today's world, and just about relationship, friendships, just everything as far as like young adult, so much other stuff.
Yes. Please, before you watch this particular episode, do the needful. Go to her channel and subscribe. Okay, click the subscribe button and click the notification bell, so anytime we post on both our channels, you will be the first to know. Also, before watching this video, go ahead and like and share with your friends. Okay. Without further ado, if you want to be seen all we have to say about the last season of Insecure, then definitely
stay tuned. Alright, so we're anticipating that premiere for season 5, but we thought we'd kind of just do like a recap of like where we ended or where they ended season 4, and also some predictions. I feel like just looking at the trailer, I feel like I have a few thoughts of where the direction of the show is going to go, but I don't know, or where I want it to go, Yes, Daniel, please come back. For me specifically.
Please, you guys don't pardon her, okay? We are just about to start.
Daniel
just
is
listen
fine.
Because she's just here thinking of man instead of focusing on the reason why we are here. Can you focus, please?
But what's the
issue?
Okay,
it's okay.
There's no the giant scene of Larence finally telling Issa of Condola's pregnant, and it's like, okay, we were trying to figure it out. Where do we go from here?
Girl.
What the heck? We're just starting to be happy. So, like, first of all, I guess that's the biggest thing.
Yes.
Where do you think it's gonna go?
Girl, I was at the edge of my seat when I heard him say that. I could already say it in my head, like, oh, what is going on? What does he want to tell her? Because in my head, I was just like, they were just finally trying to get to a good place.
Yeah.
And figure their lives out together. And then the devil...
Wait, the devil? Don't call her the devil. That's a fine woman. It's a fine woman.
It was bad luck. It was bad luck, man.
Well, she's not bad luck. For me, how I view it is that their time and place to be together is in the past, and this is almost just like God intervening and saying that I don't know. I just feel like no, I don't feel that. And I feel like there are that love that you grew to, like, it helped you grow individually, but when you find out that this is probably not your person.
But they are in better spaces.
Just because they are and they see like the growth and all that, I think they can be great friends and just be whatever, but I don't know. I don't see a forever with them, to be honest, even without the Condola thing.
Oh, okay. So you were saying your own personal sentiments with or without the baby in the picture.
Yes, that I didn't. I wasn't necessarily rooting for them.
No, guys. I felt they had a chance because I feel like I grew to like them as a couple again. Yeah. Yes, I grew to like them again as a couple, and I was seriously rooting for them. But I just knew that it was too good.
Something was gonna happen.
Yes, I just knew.
And for Issa, girl, I feel like something always happens just right when she's feeling like things are going on track. If you were Issa in that position, would you? I swear, imagine that's 18 years at least that he got to check up on the kid. That's the 3 of you guys. Like, that's what you're signing up for at this point.
Yeah, I don't.
So do you want her to just like still give it a chance, or what do you want her? Not putting yourself in her shoes, but what do you think as Issa D? She's gonna do as the character?
I mean, it's very easy for me to say, Issa girl, like, your happiness is important. If they have an agreement to co-parent and you don't have to be, it's not like an awkward situation, or you don't have to be inconvenienced in that relationship, then maybe give it a chance.
But
Do you understand?
how is that possible with the newborn? And that's a
what
whole
I'm saying.
pregnancy. Like,
yeah, I don't,
maybe if the kid was like 4 or 5.
Why are you attacking me?
I'm just saying, I just don't. It's not plausible for me. It just is crazy. A newborn, and she's still pregnant. Like, you're kind of friends with her.
They just found out that she was pregnant.
Exactly. So you have to go through the whole journey.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, if it's not in her life, then it's going to be an awkward, and he will turn out to be the bad human being.
And what it seemed like in the preview, in the trailer, I should say, is that she was kind of doing her, trying to focus on that. I didn't see as much interaction. So I'm hopeful that she kind of realized that, saying, it's like, you know what? Maybe this is my sign to back away. I can't let you, navigate those spaces.
The heart wants what
I know,
wants.
but that heart is dangerous. And I get what you're saying. Personally,
it's difficult. It really is. Especially if you've actually said those words to this person. You've seen your life with that person. You've genuinely given yourself, or let's say you're in the process of giving yourself again to that person. Yeah. It can be very difficult.
At the end of season 5, what are you hoping between Larence and Issa? Like, where do they end up? As friends. Because of the baby.
I feel that would be the defining factor, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just hoping that they kind of, like, respect each other.
Yes, I had the issue with sustenance. I feel that was what I was going to say. Like, the only reason why I feel like they shouldn't be together is because I don't see it as sustainable. That's what you said.
Without the baby.
Yes, but me, the part of me, or let's say the relationship,
yeah, because you're like, the romantic, or like, the hopeless romantic.
Yes, but the realism of, let's say,
get Daniel back, girl. Wait a minute, she has another love interest, Nathan. I think Nathan is cool, but I think also it's more of like a friendship thing. And then it's more of like, respect each other, deal with each other, but there's not. I think she needs a new prospect.
Girl,
brand new. Nobody knows.
Men that have anointing oil on their head, because every man that is coming across has one issue or the other. I'm not saying Issa is perfect.
We're all work in progress.
Like, all of them
be honest.
This is the African and the Nigerian in me talking right now. They have couscous in their head. All of them. It's like you cannot even hold one. I say, okay. It's like the minute you see one and say, oh, this person has, nice prospects, and maybe it's going to work and whatnot. Something happens.
All right, so we're hopeful for you, Issa. Hopefully you get a good, fine love interest who's just beautiful, successful, emotionally available. All of the things that we're all wishing for in reality, sis. So, Issa what are you wanting? What are you wanting and what are you not wanting? Girl, rebuke it.
So, the next character we're going to be talking about real quick is Molly.
Yes. Oh, on to Molly. So, I think the season 4 ended with, she was navigating her first real relationship. So she was really working on that. But at the end, he kind of was saying let's break up a little bit. Of like, maybe we're wanting something else. Yeah, because compatibility is key. I think sometimes just because you like each other and you're enjoying the now, longevity matters. It matters. And it's going to matter as far as when you're having like the breakdown of communication, or something comes up of like, what am I even working towards? Like, what are we suffering for? You know what I mean?
You saw it when he asked her that question.
Yeah.
Like, apart from everything else, what are you fighting for? And she couldn't even answer that question. Yeah.
So then it's like, let's respect each other and go cordially. And then in the trailer, her mama was coming for her. I was like, girl, when are we? Hello. Where the ring, kids.
She said her father is going to roll her down the aisle because it's going to be old. That is so funny.
Yeah, but yeah. So like, what are you hoping for as far as? Oh, do you think Molly is ready for a relationship based on her behavior last season, or do you think she's kind of learned from that first relationship and kind of trying to navigate that balance between work? Because I feel like work. And kind of her own ego, to be honest. She self-sabotages completely.
I was waiting for you to finish that.
So, go ahead. I want to hear. Oh, okay. Don't attack her good sis too much.
I have my own personal sentiments about Molly. Don't even get me started. I don't say she has a lot of issues. But the issues that I'm talking about is mostly her ego, right? And her intentionality when it comes to being selfish. I understand being selfish, but when you're too selfish to the detriment of the people that you care about, then it's a problem. And there's some people that don't even know that they are being selfish. And sometimes even when you call them out on it, aka Molly, she becomes very defensive. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, the defensive, because that's
Girl.
it's a mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should call you out on your own weakness, so
Yeah.
to speak. And I'm just like, Molly, it's not, it's not a nice thing to do. I felt Andrew was a very patient boyfriend.
Andrew did more than he put in overtime. PTO
Yeah.
was not used.
Yeah.
Like
even his brother and the wife, they were kind of on her side until she now started acting up. Do you understand? Like it was just that thing where it's have a conversation, talk about it and then move on. Do you understand? The guy is, at least he's trying his best courtesy to meet you people in the middle, but Molly didn't want to have any conversation. She had that thing of no, he's wrong, I'm right.
Yeah.
F you. Do you understand? And I'm just like, no, that's not how life is. So exactly, that's not how life is. But I feel like personally in this new episode, I think that was your question. New season.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that her intentionally taking time for herself is actually is actually her doing the work and not basically saying F you to everybody that is walking around and say, oh, I love myself. Because there are some people that do that, right? Yeah. There are some people that say, oh, I'm just going to live, in my singleness, and then they don't do the work.
Yeah,
do you understand?
Actually preparing for the next stage.
No, you're not.
When you get to that point, when you are ready for another one,
No,
what are you
exactly. Yeah. So I'm hoping that, her being very intentional in loving herself in this season, as we can see in the trailer, actually lasts, and we actually see, like, small changes here and there, and hopefully you should find somebody that will match her energy.
Yeah, and there's something relatable about her to me, because I think it's the whole narrative of like being that strong black woman who like is career driven, and you're like, I got my ish together, everything is this and that, I'm successful, but it's the whole thing of like the whole narrative of being self-efficient in all aspects of your life. You shut so much out, especially when it comes to connections.
I got you.
And that's kind of her weakness, and she doesn't realize it. I know she doesn't do it consciously. Like, I mean, the whole time with Andrew, of like, oh, I'm gonna, I'm staying late at work. My boyfriend understands. Of course, he's gonna be like, it's fine. Yeah. What is he gonna do? Of like, I won't let you do your work. But just know that, hey, maybe like repeated patterns such as this, it's not going to be sustainable for your relationship. Someone's going to feel pushed. So I'm really hoping that she saw something of that, of like, there is a great thing about connection. It's actually putting in the effort. Because I feel like she would be like, I'm going to do it. But actually doing it, there's one thing to speak about it and then be, like, show the actions behind it. So I am also hoping that, like, she takes some time and kind of like, analyzes what happened or what it might take for her to be in a sustainable, healthy relationship. But also, and then get to a point where she does meet someone and she's putting in that work. Yes. So I'm really optimistic. Yes. But again, I would like to see her and her viewpoint of like, what does she think happened? Like, what was the good things that she did in their previous relationship, and what were some things that to work on? But then, I mean, I don't know. That was not drum roll, but that was my version of
I was like, what the hell are you doing?
The dynamic between the two main characters, Issa and Molly. Oh. The end of season 4, we saw that they finally did sit down and talk. So I feel like after one conversation or two conversations, when you have such a big disagreement and like tension in your relationship, friendship in this way, it takes rebuilding. Awkward. It's not. Yes, of course, that awkwardness is not going to just disappear after one conversation. That action gradually has to, like, you have to warm up to even get back to something similar, or I don't know if you can ever get back to the same thing, but at least somewhere, a space that's close to where you were prior to. So, I think they seem cordial in the trailer, so I like that we, they're working on it, but I think there will still be maybe that kind of push and pull as far as career, kind of comparing each other, where I know
AKA Molly thinking
I was gonna say Molly thinking like she wants her friend to do well, but maybe not so well that like I'm still here while you're still here. Like your level of success should always be
behind me.
Exactly. That part of it is very toxic as far as friendship is concerned.
You can do well, but you cannot do too well. It's annoying.
That's way.
I will support you, honey, but not.
Or like, wow, I didn't know you're capable of that. So what did you think of me prior to? Like, what exactly were you thinking I wasn't able to achieve?
And
this
also
level?
bad mouthing me to other people saying, oh, I know her. She will never get her ass together.
But I am hoping that they kind of rebound and just slowly, gradually, like try to get back to that point, but don't force it where they think like, oh, we're cool now. We talked once, so let's just, It doesn't work like that.
No.
We're adults.
No.
We're human. We need time to process it, and also action tells you more than that.
Yep.
So I feel like they are like a lifelong friendship type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they will drift, depending on where their careers and other things take them as far as life.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I could still see it being like a very sustainable relationship.
Fingers crossed.
And they're sisters essentially. So I'm hopeful for that part. But I don't think this is the last argument or bad situation they're gonna have. Yeah. There's gonna be other things that are come up this last season.
I agree, and I'm very excited to actually see what is in store in this new season.
We're hoping that Molly finds a decent guy and she's dating again, but in a healthy relationship, and hopefully Issa get a new man. I want new men for both of them.
I could care less about Molly, but Issa.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm funny enough,
what does she do?
She's my girl in real life. I don't know. I just don't mess
the character.
with her. Yeah.
I get it. It's Tiffany, Kelly. Postpartum, first of all, individually, and then also their dynamic. Remember, they kind of had the tension of like where Tiffany was kind of pushing towards
Kelly.
like the French or the mommy friends, while Kelly was like, "I'm your girl, though. Like I'm your,
So because I don't have a child or I'm not married,
yeah,
we're not cool as we used to be. Because between these four friends, obviously Issa and
Molly,
they are closer, and then Tiffany and Kelly are closer. But then,
where do you foresee?
I feel like
Kelly and Tiffany.
Tiffany is bougie AF.
As she would actually, yes.
I could care less about her.
You could care less.
I could care less about her. I felt. Let me not use the word pity. I felt empathy for her. Going through what she was going through with postpartum. Because I know that women go through that, and it's not easy. I don't have a child, but can only but imagine. However, I felt like with her friend, she wasn't really treating her friend right, especially during that baby shower, because that friend is that kind of person and I related with Kelly in that way. It's like they'll slave for you, and then they don't get that. And it's not as if they're asking for it's not as if they're asking for that gratitude, but there's no you make them feel as if they're outsiders in the friendship. Like there's no wholesome sisterhood, as much as it's supposed to be, because they are giving you something and they're not receiving it back. So that's how I felt for Kelly in that way. And to be honest, I just feel like she should know her place in Tiffany's life, period. Just so she doesn't get hurt.
I feel like I think Tiffany heard her. I'm hoping so. Yeah. That she would be like, hey, I want to be intentional about, obviously you're my best friend. I don't want to make you feel like just because I'm in a different part of my life right now that we can't be as close as we are.
You would think that is what Tiffany would do.
But I think also, I don't think she cautiously knew what she was doing. She just thought, hey, this is somebody who's, can relate. This is someone who has done it. So maybe Kelly won't be as invested. But then she saw that reaction to Kelly and what it did to her, that she can be accountable and have corrective action. So
for the sake of this conversation, I'll just hope that's the case. But I'm just like, how would you not know? Somebody you call your best friend.
Of course. But I think at that point you're just kind of fixated on the people who are in my world who will understand.
But she has always been in your world.
It's true, but Favour, I think sometimes you just are like, the people who have gone through it might be the ones who are able to relate often. Yeah, as a parent to parent. And I'm sure she does want some, parent friends now that she's like, I'm in a different stage in my life. I need to make another circle of friends or something. So I'm optimistic of that, and I do feel like, I'm hoping honestly that we get a better, a more intimate storyline and detailed of Kelly. I like Kelly.
I do. I don't know why they don't develop her character.
Exactly. That's what
they just leave her as the funny clown.
Like the shtick.
Yeah.
And I really would like to see a little bit more of what makes her who she is. And because she's successful.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
Ooh, getting worked out. It's mimosa, baby. Baby. Yeah, so Tiffany and Kelly, I feel like they can work it out, but again, they're kind of just in different stages of their personal lives.
Yep.
Parenthood and then single womanhood. Every other man.
Yep.
Which I applaud you, sis. Do your thing, Kelly. I love her. She's brutally honest, and she's like, if she sees someone fine, you're fine. I'm gonna talk to you. No questions asked.
Yes,
I'm
going to do all things to you.
Now. All this for you.
Another thing is, I really want them to at least dedicate an episode towards Kelly. I doubt it, but I hope that they will do that much.
Or will they even do that though? Because it's the last thing that's they had a chance for. But you know what? Other people are speculating that we could have a spin-off show for her.
Oh, for Kelly?
Yeah, would you be intrigued in that?
Yeah, of course. Why
If
not?
they,
She's
especially if they plant the seed correctly this season to
and there are
intrigue
many
us.
things. There are many things to cater. Like maybe not. Like she can appeal to certain audiences: plus size women, comedians, black women.
And we don't know her story, like her family and stuff. So remember her whole aunts coming into
That's
town.
What I'm saying.
So it's like they
That's
can branch off that. Like it would be interesting.
Could actually give her show if they want to, or at least dedicate an episode to introduce her to her show. That would make more sense.
I think just one other, side character that we talked about, but how much of Condola do you want to see this season? Because I low-key want to see more of it.
She's beautiful, and that's it to me. She's
wow.
I'm just saying. Like,
this is the Lawrence and Issa Bia.
I'm just saying, like.
I want more. I'm sorry. I know technically she's the other woman. She's intercepting.
I don't think she's the other woman. She was actually in a relationship.
I'm saying at this point because people are rooting for Issa and Larence. But again, Larence, I'm just hoping that you don't even put Issa in that predicament. Just say, hey, I still do like you, but I think it's complicated now. Like, just be realistic about it. Like, I need to navigate parenthood and what it means to be a dad and what capacity I want to be involved in, which I feel like he is going to be involved. So
I'm excited for Condola. I pray they don't make her a cliche baby mama character where it's like everything is cool and then towards the middle of the show she becomes crazy or she starts demanding or asking for more, which is not even going to be absurd because being pregnant with all the hormones running up and down, or you know what I mean, or she will now fall in love with Larence and then Larence is in love with Issa. Like, I don't want to be seeing all of that rubbish. Please be more creative with your writing. Because then that means
it's predictable.
It's predictable, and I don't want to see that. I mean, maybe a little bit.
I know a lot of people are cheering for it and are like hoping low-key.
I mean,
but
I like the both of them.
I think just my final thoughts is just that the theme of this season won't necessarily be centered around romantic love. Yeah. I think it's gonna be more of like, again, exactly, self-love and just loving the space that you're in and wanting and seeing yourself trying to get to that next level, whatever that means, whether it's career, self-development, or just all other aspects, but just trying to be intentional about your current state of being and maintaining the relationships around you. Okay, smacking, smack. I mean, is the Prosecco hitting? Is it good? It is hitting. Hit. Stop! So I'm excited for the last season. Again, after every episode, we're going to do a quick little recap and just our thoughts. We just want to put it out there because we enjoyed the show. This is what we usually do on FaceTime anyway, so we might as well put it on YouTube. And so comment what your predictions are, what your thoughts are, or what you want to happen. And we just want to, we want to hear from you and just hearing other people's viewpoints. So I'm excited for this, and we're gonna be held accountable.
Do not forget to go to her channel and subscribe.
We will be back every week after every episode. We'll tell you our thoughts, our predictions, what's to come, what we like, what we didn't like, who we agreed with, who we hated. Anyway, again, I'm Issa and Bloom.
I'm Favour Ojika.
And it's been a pleasure. I hope
we'll see you
next time.
Bye. Can we do thumbnail real quick?
Like we're talking, like we're,
like. Oh no, let's do that shock thing.